Hello and welcome to the next of our lecture recaps. This is a recap of our lecture on environmental analysis. Remember, you can get all of these mind maps as a PDF for free from the website shown, or indeed purchase the full course on which this is based should you wish to do so. So we're looking here at the external environment, the environment outside of the firm. So the first thing that we looked at here was a SWOT analysis. That was looking at the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats to a firm. Now remember, not all of these are external. When it comes to the internal environment within the firm, we're looking at the strengths and weaknesses we have within the firm. The external environment, well, that's where we'll find our opportunities and threats. So with the SWOT analysis, what we want to do is match our strengths to our opportunities and our threats to our weaknesses so that we can avoid those threats. So we'll look in more detail at SWOT analysis later on in the module, but be aware of it at this point. We then went on to look at market research. This was a way that we could understand the environment outside of the firm. So things we could consider the markets that we're in and the segmentation, for example, the size of the different segments in that market and the profile of those segments. We also need to consider the cultural issues in the market in which we're competing, the capabilities and competencies both of us and our competitors, a customer analysis so that we understand our customers, a competitor analysis so that we understand those outside the business that are actually competing with us, and an environmental analysis which we'll do through a pestle analysis which we'll look at later. Also, we'll do a product or industry life cycle analysis. So all of these we're going to look at over the next couple of lectures. So how do we get this information? Well, we could get it from secondary research prepared by others. So this is second-hand information, and the sources of this could be our accounting department, our marketing department, external reports, government bodies, or indeed the Organisation for Economic Development or the World Trade Organization do lots of this sort of research. Or this could be primary research, which is using that secondary data, identifying the data required and doing an analysis on it. So the sources of this information will be our own observations and the surveys that we maybe undertake within our own firm. One of the key areas that we need to understand is our customers. We need to understand if we're directing our products at consumer markets, why are people buying them? So there are various needs that consumers have. Under Mendelow's hierarchy, they were psychological needs first of all. So is our product meeting those? Safety needs or social needs. So why are those people buying our product based on those different needs? It could be cognitive dissonance, i.e. regret of buying something else and changing brand to use our brand. Could it be personality, people focusing on their image, or indeed the influence of others? Why are those consumers buying our product? Once we've done that, we might want to segment the market to focus on particular markets. So that might be psychological, it might be based on purchase sizes or pack sizes. It could be demographic based on the sex or class of our customer. It could indeed be geographic or indeed based on the expectations of the customer. So we'll look in more detail throughout the module on customer analysis, which will look at those things in detail. If we're selling to industrial markets, well, that's not quite the same as selling direct to the consumer. So we need to understand the motivation behind them buying from us. What are the needs of the organisation? Are they giving us repeat orders? And how do we minimise the cost of getting those orders? There may also be organisational factors as to why they're buying from us. Are they a centralised organisation or a bureaucratic organisation? Or are they undertaking reciprocal buying? Are we buying from them, so they're buying from us, i.e. back scratching? We need to look at our purchasing procedures to make sure it's easy to buy from us, the volume that's being purchased, and the economic environment in which those industrial purchasers are buying from us. Again, we might segment this market into geographical area or indeed company size or company type. So that was a recap of our first lecture looking at the external environment.